Hello and welcome to Talking Out the Box podcast. I am your host, Lamont Ferguson, and we got a fantastic show for y'all to listen to and to see. So we're gonna get to a few things, and then we're gonna bring in this very lovely young lady by the name of Atalaya. Listen, Atalaya. I got tongue tied because she is fantastic. All right. She is a phenomenal young lady in the film. She does stage plays from here. She did work in Atlanta. I mean, like this. Hey, look, she's done it all, and she continued to do some great things. She got a premiere she gonna talk about, and it's a project that's definitely needed. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and talk about some entertainment things, and then we're gonna bring her right on in because she need all that time. She need all that time to be able to break everything down for y'all. You get what I'm saying? But the one thing I want, well, it's actually a couple of things I want to address. All right. The first thing, listen, your the principal of the United States is continued to do his foolishness. Y'all know I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about him and his homeboy E. They battling it right now. Y'all know who E is. The man that got the little vehicles, the ugly vehicles. You know what I'm saying? Well, some of them they ain't dead. Some of them do look good. I'm just saying. But they beef him right now, and his buddy E. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He trying to create another political party to go against his homeboy. Like this is some rich stuff. Like how you go try to create a whole nother political party because you mad at somebody. I mean, you know what? We need to create our own political party. Some people call them that party the Black Panther Party. Now, also we should have just a black party. You know what I mean? The people that's not in the Black Panthers, they don't want to wear the leather suits and stuff like that. We just want to create a black party, and we need to march on Washington again and get them to take care of business like they supposed to take care of business. You get what I'm saying? So we need a black party. So you're gonna have the Republican Party, the Democrat Party, and his party. I don't know what he gonna call his party. I don't know. And then you got the Black Panther Party, and then you're gonna have just a black party. You get what I'm saying? It's just a thought. So those politicians that's listening to this right now or watching it right now, y'all need to y'all need to think about that. Another thing I want to talk about, and it's on a music tip. It's on the music side of things. VA represented recently, and VA is blowing up the spot right now with these two guys out of VA. Two guys, they've been rapping for a long time. They've been in the hip hop game for a long time. And they're finally reunited after 15 years. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Clips, y'all. The Clips album. If you're a hip hop head, if you love music, this album from top to middle to bottom is phenomenal. And if you are a person who loves lyrics, man, like I'm gonna break down a couple of things that these guys, you got Pusha T and you got Malice. See, Malice was Malice. Then he went to No Malice because he did some gospel albums and stuff like that, gospel hip hop, and then now he's Malice again. But however, there's a song out called Ace Trumpets. Like the whole album is good, and some of the phrases, some of the bars that these guys are putting together in this is phenomenal. These dudes got more bars than prison guards. I got my own more bars than prison. Nah, I ain't got nothing on these dudes. I'm gonna break down a couple of the lyrics, and so y'all can understand what these guys are on. I want y'all to come in. Just come in a little bit closer. I see some of y'all comes. I see some of y'all. All right, okay. Yep, I got y'all here. I got it. Now there's one part where Pusha T says, "I call y'all little Meachies." No, he said, "Sins of a father, y'all So I call y'all little Meechies. If you don't understand that, this one is really simple. So you got Big Meech and you got Little Meech, and he calling y'all little Meechies because Big Meech was the kingpin, a drug dealer. He was in jail, and he has a son. His son's name Little Meech, and his Little Meech is in BMF. That's how he came up or whatever. And actually, it's a really good series. I gotta watch this out. You know, the Black Mafia. It's about the Black Mafia family out of Detroit. But anyway, he called y'all little Meechies, sins of a father. It said sins of a father, so I call y'all little Meechies. So y'all like little Meech, y'all a bunch of little Meechies. That's real simple. That was real simple. So the next one I'm gonna break down. Then we gotta get to go to a commercial break because this album is so it's really full of great content, great lyrics, and stuff that you're gonna break down that you're gonna be breaking down for a long time. So this other piece of the song, of that same song, Ace Trumpets, he says, "So ecstasy and disappear like Houdini." Y'all don't understand what he just said, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Okay, ecstasy is a pill, right? And he said, and disappear like Houdini. Now, do your research. So there's a rap group called Houdini, and in the rap group Houdini was a guy named Ecstasy. So pills and disappear like a Houdini, and it's not finished yet. Also disappear like Houdini. Houdini was a magician back in the day. You know, I disappear, reappear. So pills disappear like Houdini. Man, and this album is full of it, full of wordplay, full of songs with meanings. Man, y'all have to check out Let God Sort Them Out. I mean, it's a phenomenal album. I mean, from the top to bottom. Wait, what? I said from top to middle to bottom. And Pharrell, once again, VA again, represent, laced all them tracks. All them tracks. And some of the features, you got Tyler Creator, you got Nas on it. I mean, like, it's just, I mean, it's just a phenomenal album. If you get a chance, make your time to get a chance to listen to this Jane. It's just phenomenal, man. And you know what? And I didn't start off because I wanted to get into a lot of things, but I didn't say my phrase for the top of the show. Be great on purpose. And these dudes, man, are being great on purpose, man. These dudes are being great on purpose. But anyway, that's it, man. I gotta get Atalaya in here, and so she can talk to y'all about the film that she is the lead in. All right, it's very hard to memorize lines just to having a small part in the movie. Now I've had leading roles and I've had little roles. Little roles, yeah. But when you got the leading roles, you got all these scenes to memorize. Then you got kids. Then you got regular job. That's a lot. And she was able to accomplish that. And she continues to accomplish that over and over again. And not only is she's accomplishing that, she's directing, she's writing. I mean, she's doing quite a bit of things. So listen, no, without further ado, we're gonna go to a commercial break. And when we come back, I want y'all to give it up for Atalaya. All right, we got 2 trailers for y'all to check out. Oh, let's go ahead and commercial break. Art is my man behind the boards. All right, so he about to go to commercial break. All right, boom.
This is America.
We'll be back.
You want something in America? You gotta take that shit. Ain't no handcuffs. You leave your hand out. Somebody drop a dick in that motherfucker.
Ugh, Daddy, put a shirt on. You're embarrassing me.
I'm broke. Come on, biggest. Be strong. Y'all see this? That's a foreclosure notice. Your mama always making me buy all those goddamn Ja Rule concert tickets.
Can't really blame Ja Rule.
Don't forget about the Trump campaign.
What?
You donated $300,000.
What the fuck? Ja Rule?
I ain't no damn Ja Rule. I'm a manifested projection of your post-midlife crisis.
So what's the plan?
but don't let your head get too big.
Let me test my mom real quick.
Breaking news tonight in Newport News.
You should be home by now. We are going to fight for Elijah.
My nephew went missing last year.
Can we come in?
What has the police response been like for you all?
Missing person cases are tricky. Plus, there's no foul play suspected.
Over here, I found something.
We'll find him, babe. We just have to keep hoping.
They say maybe he was caught up in something.
Oh no.
And I'm reporting here live tonight from Newport News, Virginia, where authorities are on the scene of a gruesome crime.
Not another one.
No more! No more! No more! No more! No more! No more!
Mike, there you go. Hey, listen, technology is good until it don't work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
gotta scoot over a little bit.
Yeah, scoot over. Yeah, get over.
Make sure.
So when y'all saw me last before the break, I was by myself. Now I have what I was talking about. Atalaya. So let me tell you about this young lady. She is a powerhouse. Creative force was a passion for storytelling that heals, uplifts, and provokes, with roots in Grand Rapids, Michigan. She's a Michigantonian. Detroit, it's Grand Rapids. Michigantonian. Like that. I'm down the south guy.
A Michigantonian.
Yeah, Michigantonian.
I gotta remember that.
Yeah. And she began her journey in the entertainment industry in Atlanta in 2010. All right, and gradually worked her way up from the stage to film sets, and she has worked in front of the camera and behind the camera. Since then, she's brought raw emotion and striking vulnerability to every role, captivating audiences with her depth, presence, and commitment to telling her story. And what y'all saw was the trailer. You know, we don't say previews no more. Like back in the trailer. Yeah, that's a new term. Now for y'all YNs or young bucks. Yeah, young bucks. Trailer. We'll say trailer. The Silent Crisis. I'm gonna read the synopsis on this. It says it's a gripping and emotional charged drama that explores the harrowing disappearance of a young black boy, Elijah Woods, whose case is tragically overlooked by the media and local authorities. Man, this is already touching because this happens all the time.
Yeah.
As the boy's parents, Marcus and Aisha, look at that. Aisha Brooks, pleas for justice are ignored. They have to take matters into their own hands with the help of their community. A grassroots movement rises, forcing everyday people to become their own investigators, advocates, and protectors. This film is a powerful commentary on systemic, I want to say racism, but because anytime you hear systemic,
it's like hand in hand.
Yeah, but neglect, racial bias, and the strength of a community determined not to let their children be forgotten. At its heart, The Silent Crisis is about the pain of being unseen and the power of raising your voice anyway. This premieres August 1st at the Regal Theater in Newport News VA. Once again, we was talking about the clips earlier. You know what I'm saying? And now we got somebody else blowing up around here. Raising and it's going to be in the Newport News. That's August 1st. Go onto the website and get your tickets.
We're selling out. So y'all only got 30 minutes. Y'all got 30 minutes.
Run out of time. And she's also currently filming The 8 Guide. Look at that. For the love of hip hop. Let's see, she plays the leading lady in a hip hop love story set to premiere in late fall winter. You all busy.
I know.
What they say, booked and busy.
Booked and busy. Yeah, I prayed for it.
Okay. And you know what? People pray for stuff that they're not ready for.
Right.
Listen, be ready for what you pray for.
Yeah. Be ready for what you pray. But it wasn't like I prayed for it yesterday. This has been a long time coming.
Yeah. But it's no what I'm saying. Like you have to, it's a lot of preparation. Yeah.
Prepare and pray.
Yeah, prepare. I like that.
Yeah.
Prepare and pray. But see, a lot of times we pray for stuff. We pray for the house. We pray for the car. We pray for the management job. Yeah. But now you got the management job. You can't stand the employees. You can't. But listen, you pray for it.
You pray for it. A lot comes with it.
A lot of responsibility.
A lot of responsibility.
So you're a writer, director, actor, mom.
Yeah.
And what other titles are you?
Man,
behold, queen.
I still work in corporate America, so I'm a mid-level boss. I mean, not mid-level manager.
Oh yeah,
that's the way to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, songwriter. That's new for me.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
You can sing, right? Or you just write?
I'd like to sing.
Okay, so you like me.
Sometimes it sounds good. You know, sometimes like, okay, I hit that little note.
Right. So I guess I'm a concert singer only in my car and in the shower.
You sounding good.
Roll that window down. Oh, see, that's an old gesture too. I did like this. I did like to roll that window down. My ears, they like, what is it?
Yeah,
what is that? Yeah.
In a minute, we could be like snapping.
I mean, So we're gonna cover the crisis first, and then we're gonna cover how you got started and all this. Okay. So let's talk about crisis. Yeah. The crisis.
The silent crisis.
The silent crisis.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So I know I read it. Tell us more about it.
So first, I want to shout out the writer and the director and the producer, Kalia Purnell. So this is a KP unscripted production.
Okay.
And it is just like you described. It's mind blowing because it's so real. Mm-hmm. And when we were on set, you know, your body doesn't realize that you're acting.
Correct.
You got to take it to. I had to take it there, and I had to literally, after filming that project, spend days like just decompressing because it was that serious.
Yeah, this is a real actress, y'all. Now, if you don't have to decompress, relax, or sit down somewhere. Wait, no, not sit down. Sat down somewhere. Sat down your hind parts down somewhere.
Yeah.
Then you're not doing your job, especially in the intense scenes.
Mm-hmm. And you have those moments where the camera just wants to keep rolling because it's about telling a story. So it's not an action and a cut. We want to capture all of that emotion. And it was many times, of course, the nature of the film is very real.
Right.
We have missing African-American children every day, and we don't know about it.
Right.
And the film captures that, and it captures us, you know, pleading with the authorities who's supposed to have our back. They work for us, right? But they weren't working for us. So we had to go to the community. So you're seeing a very frantic mother, and it's like, it's deep. It's deep. So there were moments during filming where like I was out of my mind. And sometimes as an actress and as an actor, you have to be out of your mind, but be very aware of yourself.
Right. Right. All right. So those are the moments now where you had to go there. So what were those moments about? Like, was it when he first disappeared, or was it when you trying to deal with the authorities and they not hearing you?
Yes. So there was a few.
Okay, we're not gonna tell everything.
I'm not gonna tell every.
Yeah.
There was a few, but I think the most intense moment was when I find my son. And I'm gonna just say that. When I find my son, when that was
it.
That was it. The emotions, I was worn out. I was worn out.
So your child at home was good. She had a field day because she didn't feel like doing nothing.
My child at home, my child moved to New York on me. So I'm an empty nester, y'all.
She an empty nester. So she had a wine glass like, listen.
Right. Yeah. Afterwards,
Wow.
after feeling that, I just had to, like I said, your body really doesn't know that you're acting. So I had all these emotions, and then I also had to tap into some real things in order to get me there.
Right.
So I was dealing with those too. And then having to, okay, now I got to show back up at work. Do this 9 to 5.
Yeah, and
it's a lot.
Yeah.
It takes a lot, and but it's all for the good of storytelling, and that's my heart's posture.
So, how did you get involved in acting? What was it? Acting your first love? Was it directing?
So, it was acting, and I really was kind of nonverbal the first 5 years of my life, like a lot. I didn't talk a lot, and I knew I just loved stories. And I remember, like, my sister and I were 2 years apart. We would go to separate schools, and I just would look forward to the nighttime because she would tell me stories about everything that happened at school, and I could just see it in my head. And I just was in love with stories, and then I became in love with the art of acting.
Right.
And I was auditioning for things when I was in elementary school. My mama didn't even know about it. I don't know if she knows to this day that I was doing secret audition.
So you mean you didn't have
Man,
teacher conference?
No, I was auditioning. I wasn't making it because I was very scared. So I didn't have this confidence. But when I got to Atlanta, and I wasn't going down there to act. My mom lived down there, so I was moving to, closer to her. And a young lady came to me. She said, "Hey, you look like you can sing or something." And I'm like, "Well, I can't. I look like I can sing."
There's a lot of insight. I had to pause. No, these are pauses like no Diddy pause. I just had to pause. All right.
Yeah.
But how does one look like that?
I don't know. I've heard it all my life, so I got to figure this out. They always say that. I was like, "No, ma'am, I can't. I like to, but I can't."
I like that.
And she said, "Well, I'm doing a stage play. I know there's a role that doesn't require singing. Would you audition?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Didn't know how to really audition. Like I said, the only ones I had was in school.
Right.
And those aren't major.
No.
So I showed up downtown Atlanta. It was at the Rialto Theater. So that's the theater for the Georgia State.
State.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was huge. It was
packed.
He was there to audition. Here I am, my daughter, hand in hand. I done brought my daughter to the audition. I done went on Diary of a Mad Black Woman and just
that's right.
And I just memorized one of her things, and I made it. And it was one of the lead roles. So my first major thing was performing downtown Atlanta at the Rialto Theater in front of like 800 people.
Look at that.
Yeah. So I just fell in love. And through that, making connections, I wanted to be a part of the story any way I could. So whether I did a stint in casting. I used to do extras casting. So whether it was casting the actors, whether it was producing on sizzle reel, whatever I could do to be a part of the story, that's what I did. And I don't have to be in the forefront. I just want to be a part of it.
So you wanted, and you said something. Oh no, I was gonna ask. So do you have any form of training? Like you, I know the Meisner technique, and there's a couple of things I study, but do you have any form of training, or you just?
Is it raw talent?
Is it raw
talent?
I
like to think that it's in me. However, I did seek out training. So, I took some classes in college. Okay. But then when I dropped out of college, that was that. Then when I went to Atlanta and I became, part of the scene down there, I did train. My first acting coach, or real acting coach, I should say, was Greg Allen Williams with Actors Breakthrough. You got to look him up on IMDb. He's done like so many things. He's a working actor even now.
Right.
He was in Remember the Titans with Denzel Washington. He was
look at that. There you go.
Yeah, he was in that. But he was my first legit acting coach, and I learned so much. I still use the things that he's taught me now.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the acting coaches
Shout out
out
to the
there.
acting coaches.
Marlon Hargrave, Keith Flippin. Man, listen, y'all, when you are acting coach and you're a working actor, it's just an amazing thing.
It's amazing, yeah.
I remember being in actually Keith's class and a couple of people dropping out because they was like, well, he's not here. He's never here. Like, listen, he's a working actor. I want to learn from him.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I want to learn from the Marlon Hargraves, the people that's working.
The people that are there.
You know what I mean? Because, his book knowledge is great. But if the person is constantly in it, they see the evolution that's happening. And the book is still saying it,
Same thing. It's stuck in it.
It's stuck in
time.
There. And then it's got dust on it because people don't really look at books anymore.
Right.
But however, so you took some acting classes, and then from there you went where?
So from Atlanta, I moved here and I took a 10-year break. A 10-year break.
She off the hamster wheel,
Yeah, so I just took some time and I focused on my daughter. She graduated.
Wait. A lot of times people don't say. Some people just say, this is how you know that meant a lot to her.
Yeah.
Some people like, I took a little break and then I had a little kid. She's like, I took a 10-year break. I gave you all a chance to come up. Now I'm here.
Right.
Now I'm about to take over.
Right. I had a little head start, but I'm coming.
Right. I'm coming for you.
So I took 10 years off.
Okay.
My daughter graduated from high school in 2022. 2023, I was on that stage.
See, she was waiting for you to get up out of the house. I'm just saying.
I was back on the stage. So I did my first stage play in the 757, the Shackles Lounge.
There's a lot of pauses here.
Okay.
The Shackles Lounge. Do y'all understand? Shout out to Lavalco.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Florida, Calvin.
Yes,
shout out to y'all, man.
Shout out.
Mark. Shout out to all y'all. Man, like sometimes when you go and I love theater.
Yeah, me too.
I know I do stand up and a bunch of other stuff, but I love theater, the live interaction. Shackles Lounge was nothing what I thought it was.
Man, it was amazing.
It was like if you like the Wiz, this was the 757 version minus the animals. Like, they got down from the time y'all started to the end, like the crowd interaction. I love that outside the box, talking outside the box, talking out the box. Okay, you know, plug. I like that. Like a lot of people tend to stay within the rules of theater. Like you can only do this, but y'all went everywhere.
It was just amazing. That was such a great experience. Shout out to Mel who directed that.
Man, shout out.
He did a great job. The actors, the actresses, the singing, the dancing.
Yeah.
Man, they had me up there cutting a little rug.
Right.
I bounced a shoulder or two.
That's about all. The songs was on point. Those were original songs. All of them. It wasn't no song like go ahead hit the CD player or the MP3 player or the stream. Yeah, it was live. It was fantastic.
The costumes.
It was so many levels to this show, man. If y'all didn't see it, y'all missed a treat.
Y'all did, and it was what was it? The cliffhanger, and then what happened? It was all great.
Yeah. People was getting beat. Like anytime you get beat up and dancing, and there's a saloon there, it's always good time. It's always it was getting thrown on the floor.
A couple people on the floor.
They were still having a good time,
smiling,
and people getting shot. Like this was a musical. How you guys shooting and dancing?
It was all in the audience. It was real.
All in the audience, and it wasn't a bad audience situation. They just coming through the audience.
Yeah,
it was phenomenal.
So,
and you directed something.
I
right?
directed something. Yep. So after, oh my goodness, and that was my first time directing at that level. I've directed children before because I had a background. I have a background in education.
Right.
So I've directed children, at school and stuff. But on a stage like that, that was my first time directing. It was something old, something new too. That was also all original music, and that is why I can say that I'm a songwriter because the EP that was released, I co-wrote with
Bushran.
and
Shout out Moosh.
shout out to Mushran. Yeah, amazing. He produced all of them, and just even going into the studio with the different singers and being able to creatively express that way, because again, that's another part of storytelling. And you know, I'm a storyteller. So whether it's music or whether it's a play or a film, whether it's a dance, like I just love it all. So to be able to go and create songs from nothing, just I fell in love with
Gloria, Calvin, y'all come back, man. We gotta get y'all back over here.
Yeah.
So that was your first time directing.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not asking to throw anybody under the bus.
Okay.
All right. So what were some of the challenges of directing, and where were the good moments? Let's start with the challenges first.
So let's talk about the challenges, and we're going to be real without throwing people under the bus.
Yes.
This is an up and coming area, so that
Absolutely.
this means that we are accepting all experience levels. We want to get people seen. We want to let people live their dreams. So part of that is teaching.
Right.
So before we even opened the script, it was let's talk about creating a story. So taking people that may not be on my level as far as skill wise, and then, you know, putting them in a position where they can feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable enough to tell the story, to execute the story. That was a challenge. It was a good challenge. And I think the best part was seeing how excited they were when they finally got it. Finally got it, seeing how they went from being a little bit insecure to very confident. So that was the best part.
The best part. Yeah. Okay. So now, how nervous were you sitting in the audience, knowing the whole transition of the up and coming artists and working with the seasoned artists?
Yeah.
How was that? What did that look like?
I don't know if I should call it. I was anxious. I was anxious because I wanted everything to go well. And it did. But I'm not easy. I'm not an easy director.
I was told. Hold on. I want y'all to come in. Come on in. If y'all, come on in. Come a little closer. I heard that she's a tough cookie. She got a nice smile. She nice laugh.
Oh my
But she about her business.
Not them telling you though.
No. But people have to understand it's at the end of the day, you can't take it personal.
Right.
And that's directing shows myself, whether it's film or whether it's plays. The hardest thing is dealing with the challenges of you have someone new, they want to try this, but they take it personal. That's not throwing nobody under the bus, but they take it personal because they're not exposed to this world, so they don't know. You know what I mean? Because if they boss talk to them, like my boss ain't gonna talk to me like that. I'm walking out of my cubicle.
Right.
But when you got like the docs of Norfolk State University, God but rest his soul, he would cuss you out.
You can't get cut.
I was in Norfolk State's The Wiz years ago. I'm not gonna tell you when, but I was. And I played many roles, and this dude would cuss you out, and then the next minute, like, all right, I have a good night. Like what?
Cuss you flat out.
Cuss you flat out. I know another director that would do the same thing, but at the end of the day.
Yeah,
but so you got different types of directors.
You have different types of directors. I think I was a healthy medium. I wasn't cussing nobody out, but I did have my expectations because again, at the end of the day, you got to take yourself out of it. It's not about Atalaya. It's not about Lamont. It's about telling a story. We have to connect with somebody. We have to execute that thing. So, you know, that's part of training.
Now, as part of training, we're gonna get into that too. So on top of executing, you have to understand that the people your cast have to understand we love the craft, love it, you know, we want to do our lines and all this other stuff. We're gonna talk about that too. But at the end of the day, you want a show.
Yes.
You're charging money. It's not free.
It's not free.
It's not at your church. Now, I'm not knocking church shows.
Right.
Not knocking high school plays, but it's not at your local spot where you're watching it for free. You're like, oh yeah, okay, it was good for free. You're paying $25, $30, and People want to see a show.
They want to see it.
They don't want to see, I forgot my lines and then run off. You got to say something, then get off that stage.
Figure that out.
You got to figure it out.
Yeah, because they don't know.
They don't know. They don't know, and they don't understand. And the people, the viewers that go see shows and stuff like that, they don't understand. Like, it's a lot in there.
Oh gosh.
So even for that person to get embarrassed and walk off, and you like, man, I spent $25, but it takes a lot to get on that stage.
It takes a lot.
It takes a lot. So a part of your teachings, do you teach the moments before? Okay.
So the journey for me, and I share this to the people that work with me and work under me, you got to create a story for that character. So just for an example, being Natalie in the Shackles Lounge, I had to figure out who Natalie was as a person.
Break that down.
Yeah, so I had to create a story. Who was she? How did she end up at this lounge? How did she end? What happened? Even down to the day. What is happening before you get on that stage? Where are you coming from? Because that makes a lot of that makes a big difference. So creating the story about your character is really, really important. You're not just, it's not just a turn on, turn off type thing. You got to live with that thing.
And you have to teach that to up and coming artists that don't understand that.
Don't understand that.
And it's not a knock, because you have to start somewhere.
You do.
And I went to school for communications, then I got my MFA in fine arts. So I went through Full Sail, and that was the big thing about writing a script. You had to develop the characters, and it wasn't just I must have Johnny say this. Why is Johnny saying this to that? Where's the background of Johnny? There's a lot of things that come to play, because if a person that was raised in a 2-parent household, behavior is going to be different than a single parent.
Exactly.
Or if it's a 2-parent household, it's going to be different if they always argue.
Exactly.
People that got to understand that. And sometimes, so when I watch movies and I watch plays and I go see live performances, I'm like, okay, that was kind of flat. You can tell that person was like, I know my lines. Hey, how are you doing? Pass me that water. So why did you say pass me that water?
Right.
Are you really thirsty? Or are you just saying that because the director said that's what I want you to do?
That's what the action is. No, you have to develop that.
Yeah.
And the 3 words that I always use is, you have to figure out what your intention is. What is your intention in this scene? What are you intending? And then you have to figure out your emotion behind that. And then that's when you can execute. You cannot execute without those other 2.
Let's the girl TV. Have her come back. Have her come back, do a workshop. So now for our audience members, and we're gonna get into that premiere, because we get into that time. So how long did it take for you guys to prepare for the show that you directed?
We started in October of 2023, and we did not show until March of 2024. How many months is that?
October, November, December, January, February, March. 5 months.
5 months, yeah.
I think I count that.
Something like that.
So 5 months.
Give or take.
But and how important are those? I'm doing this intentional. I understand how important, because people need to know. How important are those rehearsals?
Super important. We rehearse twice a week. And then occasionally we would have a music rehearsal on a Saturday. Super important, because again, you also have to build. So there's work within the script and work with outside of the script. You have to build a camaraderie with your castmates.
Correct.
You have to build an energy with them just naturally. And then you got to dig into the script. So like I said, before we would even open that script, it was about development. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Right.
Because like you said, I do things a certain way because of how I grew up. But if you as a character don't know how you grew up, then how are you going to execute that? What is your emotion going to be behind certain things? So that's why it took, 5 months. And it's very, very critical that actors and actresses, if you're new in the game and you have rehearsals that are scheduled, you can't miss that, because you are vital in the story, or else you wouldn't be there.
Yeah, you wouldn't be there.
So it's super important.
And I always say, and you probably believe the same thing, that the work starts at home, and then when you come rehearse, it's for the blocking and the help tell the story.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people are like, oh, I got rehearsal now. I can look at my script.
Man,
what page we was? What? No.
Yeah, that would make me angry.
What page?
Yeah, no, we don't use rehearsal for the time to learn your lines or to figure out where you are in that scene. Rehearsal is not for that.
Correct.
That's for at home.
That's right. Home.
Rehearsal is for execution.
Yeah, so those people that didn't believe me, there's somebody else. We're from the same place, so we're from Michigan, right. So we got the same thought.
We got that same.
But yeah, the work starts at home. Yes. Now, we're moving towards your big moment right now.
Okay.
So far before this big moment, your premiere that we're gonna talk about, what has been some of your highlights in your career thus far, and what has been some of your challenges thus far?
Okay. So I'll start with challenges.
Okay.
So again, started in Atlanta, and I'm not a skinny girl.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all can see. Not a skinny girl, right? Plus size girl. So I just remember starting out, and I was bigger than I am now, which that was pretty big. And but I had passion and I had talent.
Correct.
But people are going to be real with you. They're going to be real, right. Especially in that industry. I was told that I could never really be a leading lady like that.
That's going to be a great plug for the premiere.
Yes.
But go ahead. I'm sorry, not a great plug in a way of negative.
It's going to show you the testimony.
Yeah, yes.
Right. So I was told that I could never really be the leading lady. I was going to either be the fat, funny friend, or I was going to be the the big girl that's sexualized, that's over sexualized, or, that's always wanting a man, that's running after these men that don't want her. And I got to have that comedic timing, or I could be a mom or something like that. So I was fine with that. I was like, I want to just tell the story. If I can tell the story, I'm fine. But, that was difficult for me because I believed it.
Right.
I believed that because I was very nice. I was, I was a kid in the game at that time.
Oh my God, I can't do this.
So my greatest thing is now understanding that that's not true.
That's right.
That's not true. Because there's space for everybody, right? So that's a very pivotal moment for me.
And to kind of piggyback on that, this goes back to, if we think about the root song, "You Got Me," and they had Jill Scott actually sang that song originally.
Yeah.
But because of the same thing that I told you, I love music, and they didn't want her to be on the video and lead the song, into the promotions and stuff.
Yeah.
They went and got Erica because she was
aesthetically.
Yeah. And that's what you actually live in.
Yeah, wow. That's what I had to do. So, when I wasn't getting booked, I was like, let me go on the side door. That's when I started doing behind the scenes stuff and learning the whole process, which that was a blessing in disguise. Because, now I'm on the other side of things. And I'm going to, y'all going to create a monster in a good way.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
So that was a very difficult. And then the time that I took off and really wanting to do things and knowing that I had other focuses and seeing all of my friends and all of my peers, now they're on big screens. Now they're working, as leads on Tyler Perry shows. And now they're doing things that I,
that you were there.
Yeah, I was there, but now I've seen them propel. But it's all up. I always say timing is better than time. Because if I had got it back then, I may not be this powerful. So I'm grateful for the time that I had off. So that was very difficult. The most rewarding part is just seeing how I've developed as a person. And finding myself.
Right.
And now I feel like I'm untouchable. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me
nothing. Nothing. In the words of Bernie Mac, nothing, man, nothing.
Yeah, I feel like I can do anything. I'm going to get an Emmy. I'm doing all of that. Yeah. And Tyler Perry going to write me my first $1 million check.
Listen, speak it. Now, and so you said, the most powerful. I said, your challenges, and what's the brightest moment?
Just finding myself.
That was finding yourself.
Finding myself and knowing that I'm a force to be reckoned with.
That's it, of course, and that leads into The premiere. Let's talk about the premiere. Where the premiere gonna be? What are we premiering anyway?
Okay,
I
so
don't know, but
yeah,
she
we're
gonna tell y'all.
premiering The Silent Crisis, where I play the lead character of Aisha Brooks. I'm searching for my son, like we discussed, and it is August 1st, and it is going to be shown at the Regal Theater or the Regal Cinema in Yorktown, Newport News, Yorktown.
Newport News.
Yeah. Kiln Creek area.
And this is your first premiere?
This is my first premiere. So I've done some film things like web series and things like that. But as far as a feature film and a premiere that I'm in, I've been to premieres, but I'm watching people, right?
Right.
So this is my first premiere as a lead role in the feature film. So
nervous?
Yeah. And the work is done. The work is done, but I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous, but I know it's gonna be a blessing.
Now, for the people like, why is she nervous? Is your word? Why? I know why you're probably nervous. But no, I'm just saying as an actor.
Okay. You want to know why I'm nervous?
Yeah, they need to know why. Just seeing your own work, or
just seeing. I'm very critical of myself, and I know. You rehearse these lines, and you say, okay. I got it. But then when you do it, sometimes you black out. There are moments where I blacked out. So I want to see what those look like.
I added this together. We got to put this.
I don't know how. I know, they said it was good. So I'm going to trust.
Okay. And then how much is it? Is it free?
It's not free.
It's not free.
The tickets online are already sold out. So I think that there's limited tickets on hand, so you could DM me.
Okay,
and I can figure that out. But I think they're like $40. Okay. Don't quote me, y'all. Don't.
Okay, well,
I ain't trying to lie.
DM her about the tickets. All right. And it's the thing is about the DMs now. We can't be doing no dirty stuff, and then the DMs. Y'all looking at her and saying,
I know
she pretty, and she said DM me about the movie. I'm about the ticket. What else can I get for them $100? Nothing, man. Nothing. Go burn it again. Nothing, man. Nothing. So this is very, very exciting. I'm actually looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Because the thing is to see people grow, and I know what you mean by far as seeing your peers do big things and like, I know him.
Yeah.
Person, I can, and you're not just watching TV,
right?
And like, oh, this is a local commercial. You like, I know people on Tyler, I know this person, and I'm in that same boat. I'm like, I know something's about to go down because we're connected to so many people that's in the industry.
Yes.
And it's amazing because every time I sit down and when I see somebody, I know I'm like, wow, yeah, really? Okay, y'all doing big stuff. And we gonna get there. So how can people follow you? Don't follow her to 7-Eleven, all right?
No,
or Publix.
Call the police, y'all.
Yeah. Don't
call the
Publix.
Police
What's
around
the
here.
other one? What's the Publix,
Wegmans,
and then
I go to, and I'm gonna tell you the store I go to because they don't business.
Listen, I go to 5 and above because it's not 5 and below no more.
Why is it 5 and above for real?
I want to call 5 and above.
It's not below no more.
Yeah, because I took my daughter in there. She wanted a charger, and it was $7. I said the sign outside said 5 and below. Y'all,
we need to rebrand that.
Yeah, $5. No, they have the $7 section. They $6, $10. What? But it say 5 and below. We got to work on this stuff. Below. So we're that's funny. 5 and below. Somebody gonna believe that. Somebody baby, they got a 5 and above.
A 5 and above.
So where can people find you on social media?
Yes. I am on, I think, pretty much all social media platforms. Atalaya Jolétte. It's as simple as that. My first and middle name, Atalaya Jolétte.
And listen, make sure you follow her and don't follow her and be a creep or nothing like that. Listen,
enough of those.
And before we go, so follow on all social media platforms because I want to ask you about the stuff that I was talking about earlier about this Clips album. You're a big music here. You like the Clips album?
I listen to music and I've been seeing them a lot.
Yeah, so she had to listen to it.
I gotta listen to it. They just dropped, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening to it.
I'm gonna be y'all spokesperson. This is free advertisement. Pusha and Malice. Listen, Terrence.
They do a great job.
Yeah.
They're from Newport News.
Yeah, they're from around here. They listen. They big. They big.
Mm-hmm.
So listen. I want y'all to give her check out her movie as August 1st at the Regal Cinema.
At the Regal Cinema, yep.
In Newport News. Be there. Don't be late. Be there on time. It's not going. And listen, we gonna have. It's gonna. I'm coming, and I got some special because I'm gonna. I talk to your people. Yeah, your people hit me up, and I'm gonna probably be there and do some interviews and stuff.
Oh,
yeah, so
okay.
Universe work, man.
That is amazing.
Yeah. So I gotta get me a camera and show up.
Show up. Okay. Well, we also will stream after this. So those of you that don't catch the premiere, this will be on streaming platforms.
Okay. So now what streaming platforms do you have?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It'll be announced. Just follow me on social media. You know, I announce everything.
And don't go get a Fire Stick and try to jailbreak it and just to get
do the real thing.
Yeah, do it right. Don't. And we don't want to see y'all with no camcorder in the theater trying to record old school.
Do they have camcorders still? I think they're using their phone. It's very easy now. Don't try to bootleg our movie.
If I see somebody doing like this the whole time,
you're gonna be out of there.
I'm gonna time how long he's up there because if you could take a picture, but if it's like this the whole movie, like
try to bootleg and put it on DVDs. I wish I would.
I wish I would. Yeah, and before we get out here, I had a saying last week, and I'm going to say it today. Listen, people worried about their Wi-Fi connections and stuff. Don't worry about your Wi-Fi connection. Stay connected to God, and your connection will never, ever, ever be shaky. All right, and you got Atalaya here. We got SKST TV. I am your host. Lamont Ferguson. I can't even say my name. I'm just so excited for this young lady and the things to come. This is Talking Out the Box podcast, and you guys have a great evening. And remember, be great on purpose, and don't worry about that Wi-Fi connection. Just stay connected to God, and your connection will never ever be shaky. Peace out.